Let's make a zigzag bracelet together. You're gonna need some strings. I'm using 5 different colors. You can use more or less. I'm cutting each string to 100 centimeters, and then I'm gonna tape them down on an angle on my surface that I'm knotting. Then I'm gonna take my first string to the left, and I'm gonna do forward knots on top of the remaining strings. But as I knot them, I'm going to make sure to keep my knots aligned with the very top of my tape, kind of like you're doing an alpha bracelet. And that way you can allow the zigzag to take form. So this is my second forward knot. And here's my third and fourth. And you can see that I'm pushing my knots all the way to the top and making a straight line out of my knots. Now after I've finished my first string, I'm gonna go down, take the second string that is to the left, and I'm gonna do the same thing. Forward knots across all of my colors. And then we're gonna repeat the same steps with the next string. Forward knots across all of the rest of the colors. And I'm going to repeat doing this once for every color I've chosen. So if you have chosen more or less, yours might be a smaller or bigger zigzag. So for me, I've had 5 colors, so I've just finished all 5 of them. I'm going to take it, I'm going to flip it to the back, and then I'm going to tape that down on an angle. So you can see how I've put the orange kind of laying straight down. And I'm going to repeat the same steps that I did on the first side. So I'm going to go to my leftmost string and do forward knots across the rest of the string. So in this case, I'm using the orange and I'm crossing over the rest of my colors. And I'm going to do the same for the rest of the colors. And you can kind of see the tip of the zigzag forming right now. It's very easy. Now as you do this, one thing to keep in mind is to push your knots all the way to the top so that you can avoid any gaps in your zigzag. And look at our first zigzag. And now I've flipped it again. And I'm going to continue doing this, flipping and doing forward knots with all my colors. And that's your zigzag bracelet. Once you have it the desired length, you're all done. And there you go.